Wow. I like it cool in here. And it's hot outside. Morning, guys. So the current time is about 3 in the morning. Yes, 3 in the morning. I have an Uber scheduled for 4 a.m. I've got to get to the airport, which is about 25 minutes to a half an hour away from where I'm at. So I wanted to be up and ready, and hopefully by the time I get here, I'll be more awake. Nonetheless, it's time to go home. It has been a good couple of days here in New Orleans. What a town. Very alive, very awake, very music filled. Even right now, I'm sure if I walk down to Frenchman Street, there would still be a bar open, or Bourbon Street, and there might even be music playing as we speak. I don't have time to go, unfortunately. It would be nice to, do it, but I'm just trying to get myself to the airport. We've got a 40-minute layover in South Carolina where I'll stay on the plane, and then we get back home. So it's going to be about 2 hours total. 3 hours. 2 hours to South Carolina, then an hour. So about 3 hours total today. I'm really excited to see my wife. I'm excited to see my pup. I'm ready to just get back into regular life to a point, maybe just see my family. I would like to keep relaxing, but that's just not the case. But I'm glad you guys were able to come with me on these videos. I did as much filming as I could, and still made time to really embrace the culture and the city, and to also just make memories for myself. So I'm glad you guys could come along for a portion of it. Highly recommend you guys come visit. Closing off this time. Currently waiting on the balcony here with the moon hidden behind the clouds here on a nice windy, breezy, I should say, very warm early New Orleans morning. I like it. And we are here, guys. Louis Armstrong International Airport. Pretty quiet right now. But we're gonna try to find our gate, get through security, get all that done fairly early. I'm gonna tell you, this place is massive. Boy, oh boy. After all this walking and having such a good time exploring the area, my legs do not want to work this morning. So I guess the security is downstairs. Or at least the queue for security doesn't look too stressful right now. That's why I got here with like about 3 hours instead of 2 hours, because they told me to give it extra time. They always do. Talking about looking like a fool. I'm like walking through this maze, and this lady's like, no, if you're regular screening, you got to go this way, follow those people. Like I'm not passing the mouse finding the cheese test in the maze at all. And we are off. I had to get extensive bag checking because my wife's gifts set off, I guess, a trigger of sorts, and they had to run it through. They were scanning it, extra scanning it, poking at it, and then they removed all the contents from my bag because of what I got from my wife. So, honey, hope you like your gifts, because it just got me stopped and extra checked, poked and prodded, well, my bag at least, by TSA. Now, where is my gate? Little general store, coffee place, and a Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's open right now? No flipping way. Chick-fil-A is open. Ooh, I didn't know they did breakfast. Another reason why I gave myself extra time to get here is because I don't have a sense of direction. So I just went the opposite way. Great. I don't think security was so bad. It didn't take very long at all. But like I said, I gave myself 3 hours instead of 2. So maybe there's that. But I am ready to get going. Flight at 7:30. No, boarding at 7:30. Flight at 8. So I've got a good bit here. And then I've got a 40-minute layover on plane. No changing planes in Charleston, South Carolina. And then we'll be on our merry way back to Ohio. Mondo. You guys remember that Keenan and Kel movie, Good Burger? And they had that arch rival business startup next to him called Mondo Burger. That's what it made me think of. I think the guy who played like the quote-unquote evil villain in that movie, I think he just died recently, actually, the actor. Like the manager of Mondo Burger. But boy, talk about a concept, an evil burger restaurant coming to crush a small one. I mean, that does happen technically, but they're like having limos and celebrities show up. That doesn't happen. Drinks and snacks. That is pretty cool. Now, one benefit to being on the A side is this right here. The airport has a Cafe du Monde, and I'm getting my wife a bag of beignets. We get her authentic ones, but best I could do is get them from the airport because they wouldn't have been good from the original shop yesterday, hanging out. I mean, they were tasty when I had them for breakfast, but I wanted to get her as close as I could to the real fresh one, as fresh and warm as I could. All right, guys, beignet secure. Hey, that was fast too. You guys don't even realize. These guys are smart out here. I'm sure the regular Cafe du Monde, the original, was the same way because it was fairly quick getting it though. But I mean, they had the bag bagged and ready. They had coffees made for people. I don't really want a coffee right now. I just want to try to find the A gate. Oh, fancy. This fancy club has triangle lights. Heck yeah. Gate A1, exactly where we need to be. And look, restrooms. If you guys don't know the struggle of the restrooms, or at least what I've been having to deal with while I've been being down here, go check out my other videos. MSY Louis Armstrong, the great Satchmo. Gel tucked in, gel tucked. Come on. There you go. Come on. Beignets secure. Now it's a long waiting game, you guys. I think I'm going to go try to find some food, a little breakfast store. I'm not really in the mood for breakfasty food, but if that's all that's available, that's what I'll do. But I'm going to look around, get something to eat, and right now the airport's pretty quiet, which I love at the moment. So much quiet that my terminal is right now the airline for somebody else's flight. And I don't even see anybody for it right now, so I've got a while. Whew, I'm tired. Check this out, you guys. Wow. What a cool tribute to jazz. This city and the music and the tradition the music still has is amazing. I'm blown away that music is still a major component. This place, this town, the way the music is just incredible. I cannot believe there are that many musicians in this town. And I mean, so many well-played musicians, guitarists, singers, drummers, just unbelievable. And it's unbelievable, but these guys are just centered around performing here on a daily, nightly basis and things like that. I mean, there's real talent here that the mainstream music world is just forgetting about, and it's sad. But at the same time, I think that's what gives this city its flair, and I want to come back already. You know, I do. I liked hanging out. Wow. So cool. I'm walking to the restroom now, but flipping A, I thought I would find a restaurant or something too. And I have not found anything in this quiet little area. It just says restrooms down here. I already passed the ladies' room. What's this one say? It just says restrooms, so I guess that's men and women. Let's go. American Airlines just sitting there. Cool. I will say the music here is super relaxing though, that I could fall asleep and miss my flight. That's how chill it is. All right, next mission, find some flipping food. Overpriced airport food. The closed MAC Cosmetics. My wife would love this store, I know that's for sure. Right now I'm just walking around the B terminal because I've got quite a few hours still. Time is moving slow. I've been to the restroom, but boy, I'm glad I'm not down here on B terminal right now. Look at this. Flipping A, there's a ton of people down through here. But I am scouting the food choices. So yeah, basically, if NBC here wants to give me an endorsement, I can definitely do some voiceover work, some announcing. You're watching CNBC New Orleans. So I could do that better, but I don't want to be too loud, and I'm already being a tourist enough with the video and the pictures and the big Disney shirt. Oh my, that looks good. You can never get, there's no shortage of booze in this city, that is for sure. In Sazerac, I did not visit the Sazerac house while I was here, but it's owned and operated by a family that's been here for generations, and they are a distillery for whiskey, bourbon, and all sorts of things like that. And I'm not a big hard alcohol drinker, so I didn't feel the need to go visit their distillery personally. But if you guys are ever in town and you like that sort of beverage, I highly recommend it, because it was the talk of the town. A lot of locals said, hey, if you're looking for something to do, go check out the Sazerac house. And if you're a drinker, just walk every 2 feet. They're closed. So don't come at me and saying, oh, get yourself something, you know, a salad or something at City Greens. They're not open. But those little sandwiches looked good. But I think I know where I'm going. Somewhere I've never been before, but they have them down here. They have one that's open in the airport right now, not the Chick-fil-A, although that is very tempting. And no, whatever this is, Mopo. Nope, I'm taking you to Shake Shack. I've never been to a Shake Shack. I've seen them, but never been to one. I'm going to grab something and take it back to a chair and munch down. Yes, I've been eating like crazy, eating very badly. You guys know the drill. One of these days I'll work on it. But I'm thinking burger, fry, shake, whatever it is they're offering here. Let's get to it. I got the smokestack fries and a vanilla shake. Yes, I did. Now for breakfast, but I opted to get a smokestack that has cheese, bacon, cherry peppers, and shack sauce. I don't know what that is, but I'm all in. A side of fries and a vanilla shake. sort of a little loungy area, which is great because I'm hungry and wanted somewhere kind of private to sit. Right outside the New Orleans Advocate. I'm assuming the sponsored store, I don't know. Let's break this open. Oh, it's like one whole box. Alright, you guys didn't have to watch the complete and total embarrassing myself moment of having to try to fish this box out. Check it out. Here is your box of food, and here is the outcome of the bag. Yes. So your standard fry, crinkle cut. We all know what's the big thing here is the burger. Big burger patty. Got some shake sauce, cherry peppers, bacon. I wasn't sure if it was just going to be peppers or if like a relish. I said cherry peppers. I don't know if these are marinated. We'll see. Well, the burger is obviously grilled. It's tasty. The bacon's crispy, which I like. Cheese is gooey, which I like. The sauce, I don't know what that is, but I like it. And for the peppers, I'm not really catching any like marinade or nothing. I mean, like it's just, well, there's a bit of a pickling and a bit of spice. I like it, but all around the burger's pretty good. I don't know if it's worth $22 for this combo, but let's try the shake. Classic vanilla. It's pretty good. Not too thick, not too thin. All right, still not worth $22, I don't think, for this little combo here. What can you do? So after a quick Google search, it looks like shake sauce is nothing more than mayo, ketchup, mustard, a little bit of pickle brine. So you're getting that, and then a little cayenne for spice. So those peppers might just be a plain old peppers. I don't see the point. I mean, I feel like they got to be marinated in something, but it's a good burger. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm just mad about the price. Also, do you guys notice I touch my face a lot in videos? Drop a comment. I've started noticing that I'm always fiddling with my glasses. Just did another swoop past Cafe Du Monde on my way back to the gate, making them fresh beignets. Yum, yum, yum. I pointed to the lady who was making them. I said, is it okay? Like, I filmed, she was like this. So I just wanted to film her hand there working the dough a little bit, but otherwise it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm assuming a lot of people do it because there's a whole viewing window. If they don't want people to see, you know, they wouldn't have it. I think that adds a little flair and a little charm to the airport too. Watch them make the beignets. That would be a fun job. I do think if I ever lived here, I would have to have a job that's consumed around tourism. Like, you know, there's probably plenty of restaurant jobs. I would have to be smack in the middle of all of the tourism. All right, let's talk first time travel to New Orleans if you're thinking about doing so yourself one day. From my experience, this city is very walkable. As a matter of fact, I'm kicking myself right now at the thought of how many Ubers I actually ended up using when it comes down to it. I recommend Airbnbs for sure, but if you want to do hotels, perfectly fine. I like Airbnbs for the privacy and the more local aesthetic, but you do you. If you're going to be traveling, Google Map the walking distance and give that a big grain of salt, because I learned very quickly, especially on my last day yesterday, that from the World War II Museum to my Airbnb, it said it was a 42-minute walk. But the reality is there is so much to see and do along that path, it's worth it. And it didn't even take that long. After I ended my video with you guys, I went to the Riverwalk outlet, and it's a mall. I went there to charge my phone, feel a little air conditioning, and also talk to my wife on the phone a little bit. And then also next door is the aquarium. Now it was closed. I wanted to go there, but it was closed for hurricane preparations, which is wild. But you're right near the river. So yeah, it's awesome. It's not far at all, because when you get away from it, you just walk a short distance away. And if you want to keep walking, it takes you through the French Quarter, it takes you to the French Market, the whole deal. So you get all these great sights. It's a super walkable city. I highly recommend it, because if not, you're going to miss out. And I'm still kicking myself, I'm telling you. When I did get close enough to the French Quarter, I did decide to hop on a streetcar. So what I did is I bought a Jazzy Pass. It'll be my second one. They're only $3 though. They get you a whole day's worth of riding. As I'm sitting here at the airport, because of what time I activated it, it's still good until 3 o'clock this afternoon, even though I'm not using it. But if I wanted to, I could easily just go hop on a streetcar or a bus and enjoy it and ride and go wherever I wanted to. Now, knowing that I wasn't going to use it for multiple rides, like I wasn't sure if I would, so I just bought it. It's $3. It's cheap. But if you want to do individual rides, which I should have done, it was $1.25. Save a little bit of money, but again, it's worth it. It's worth its weight in gold. To learn the streetcar system is pretty easy for a first timer, or at least I thought so. So yeah, walk. I mean, it's a very walkable city for all the tourist attractions. Now, I did Uber from the airport to my Airbnb and back. I'm in Kenner, Louisiana now. You're going to need to do that if you're not renting a car, but I recommend that when you're actually in the city of New Orleans, really just take a chance on walking. They also have a blue bike system, which is really cool. I didn't take advantage of that, but it's like an electric bike rental service. They were all over the city too. Now, as far as spending money goes, that's going to vary depending on who you are. I came here for the food, so I got my pig out on. And the Uber rides, like I said, I took more than I probably should have. I realize that now, like next time I come down, I'm going to be spending less on Uber rides. But what can you do? You're a first timer, you don't know. You learn things really quickly. But between food and travel with the streetcars, with the Uber rides, with tipping musicians, which is a big one. They work for tips around here, so they are always coming around with the tip bucket, and I had some cash for that, which was good. But all in all, between cash and card, I was about $300 for a 4-day trip. And that's not counting my flight down or my Airbnb. My Airbnb, which I paid months ago, was another $300. And then that's 4 days though, $300. And then my flight, we ended up using flight points to get that back for free, so that was good. But all in all, it would have been a little under $300 as well, I believe. Yeah, something like that. But again, that was a completely free flight after we used the flyer points. Also come into the mindset here that things obviously are going to be more expensive because it's a tourist attraction. But come into here with the mindset that you only live once. This is the big easy. Take it easy. Spend a little more. Enjoy yourself. Money can be paid back. You know, credit cards will get paid back. I know that's bad financial advice. I am not an accountant. I'm just saying, live. Enjoy yourself. Get out and travel. The next thing, talk to people. Talk to the tourists. They're here because they want to be here just like you are. Engage, embrace, come out of your shell if you're a shy person. I kept to myself only here and there because I'm by myself. But when I was out in public, I talked. I had fun. I let loose. Also, talk to the locals. They're going to recommend the best spots. They're going to tell you where to go. They're even going to tell you where to avoid the bad neighborhoods, which is great. I happen to be in a fantastic neighborhood. Everybody from the Uber drivers to all of the restaurant workers, they were telling you where else to go and where not to go and striking up good conversation. They knew I was a tourist, but they took me in. They didn't make me feel different. Did they want my money? Yes. But at the same time, I didn't feel like it was just them trying to get my money. Only one streetwalker did. And I don't mean like a working girl. Well, she was a girl, but she was dressed up in costume, and I was actually just talking to my wife, not videoing for this. She said, I don't do this for free. You better have some cash or my Cash App. Gave her $5. Leave me alone. All right, you guys, it's almost time to leave. I'm just hanging out right now. The sun has risen. The time is clicking away. And I think this is where I'm going to end today's video, guys. I'll see you guys back for more vlogs in Ohio. If you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. As always, hit the bell for notifications. Join the new Instagram. I've got one out there, and there's only a few of you there. Come talk to me in real time, guys. But I'm going to get on this plane and get going. Talk to you guys later.